Answer. Is it Taylor? Okay. Is it Taylor any words for Ghanaians?
I'll go. Yes. Let's go.
So by now, no, you may have heard the news that Kevin Tiller is in Ghana. Now, this is not the first time Kevin Tiller came to Ghana, though, according to a year MPP bigwigs and that's the MPP media gurus. I'm talking about the chief FIFA and a year Paul Adomochi. They've been alleging that Kevin Tiller was smuggled into the country as of last year and early this year. But then we don't have video evidence to that, so we will let that slide. But then we know because the video evidence of Kevin Tiller in court have surfaced. So the question is, what is really going on? So for the starters, no, we are getting information say Kevin Tiller could pay more court. It was all about him fighting a year the 2020 arrest warrant which was imposed on him by then a year Justice Chebafo. So for those of you who know the course for the past 5 years, Kevin Tiller has had an arrest warrant on his head. Now this was after Okomeki a certain comment against a sitting judge. Okomeki comment against a sitting judge. It is dim says our comments now make here, depending on how you make the comments, it can be classified as contemptuous. When it's contemptuous to, what will happen is that you will be charged with contempt of court, which means court I can say ABC and I would pay Akujina BB Eka court so say Biomuni Nyansa, the Omuyo Yen ye or Mabodam ruling in your papa, which means ugu courts in Imtia, and based on that, you could be slapped with an arrest warrant, not in all cases. But in Kevin Tiller's cases, he was slapped with an arrest warrant, and in 2020, from 2020 up until now, not ultimately ruling. But then Kevin Tiller got some lawyers, and now no lawyers are Omoko appellate the case. Now the case have gone on and on and on. And you will say high court or a court high court or Lucia, and subsequently, Supreme Court. Supreme Court, he has basically a year faced the judges and also made his case through his lawyers. The lawyers, made his case through his lawyers to the judges, into Supreme Court judges, or okay, this is what is going on about Kevin Tiller. Sitting judge be an ordinary case, so or the contempt charges about Kevin Tiller. So Kevin Tiller Ghana yenchino. Kevin Tiller so make he said he was only expressing his view on the case and not making any remarks. And based on that, Supreme Court, after listening to both sides, the state versus Kevin Tiller, they agreed, say Kevin Tiller should be scot-free. So the vote here was 4-1. So Kevin Tiller won unanimously, basically almost unanimously, 4-1. Normal party said Kevin Tiller should be a free man. This is why we saw Kevin Tiller in court. Now, the optics would have been different if Supreme Court upheld, say Kevin Tiller should still be arrested. But then now, they've overturned that they've overturned that contemptuous rule and that arrest rule, which makes Kevin Tiller a free man. But for starters, what really went on? FIFA have been hinting and also explaining this in various forms and shapes. We go and watch the actual video of Kevin Tiller, which landed Kevin Tiller in this whole mess in the first place.
Warrant, issue arrest warrant. You issue arrest warrant, and the police should arrest you because the court has subpoenaed you. Because the court has subpoenaed when the Mraka chose a bra. Now, if you will not come, then the police must arrest you and bring you to the court. Never chire dientia any consequence court in the punish you. So, by operation of law, arrest warrant when it's issued. It is not for you to go to jail because arrest warrant is issued. Have a grounds are branches who are challenging.
More fire.
And young Kobo video, some video now shot at the white. What did Justice Cheba for them? Say over videos. I just Justice Cheba for while you compromise. It's a new free show. Over catcher that's an essay. Justice Cheba for a compromise. And yet, a coabis what the judgment ba. Now I'm calling said your war penwa. What book court to name here? Justice Cheba for a bra. wama dan yentie de ye ya Justice Chebafo eko issue arrest warrant to no so na ye be ready arrest warrant na also o seek to set us aside na obi ye the arrest warrant to so eno ye ko Supreme Court na go set na aside wadwene mu ha if say warrant is in such a way that the moment you are arrested and you are brought before the court, the warrant is discharged. It is also when you go to the court and the warrant will have no effect again. Wadwene mu anti na wonya futufu anti afi ye ne judges ni bedi nkomo muntie asemo kan muntie.
I have tapes, audio. I will release them if the right thing is not done. Justice Chebafo has been compromised by this government, and the quicker the Chief Justice takes him off this case, the better for our judicial system, and also better for the Chief Justice himself. This is not a warning, but a serious caution. I have said, I have tapes, audio. I will release them if the right thing is not done. Justice Chebafo has been compromised by this government, and the quicker the Chief Justice takes him off this case, the better for our judicial system, and also better for the Chief Justice himself.
Eti abranche jani general obi abranche time Justice Chebafo eti NCA case no so and was say o tapes e wo audios kire say Justice Chebafo ye compromised exactly why na Justice Chebafo say brananim for audio for tapes krono e bra ne be kire ye nche ni kwase ye punish ye be ba be hwe ono ne police in the grounds of a application no very wap guy na dwene ne mu ye be read the points now make you no na fe ya hwe one by one ni ya hwe de odi court na court it also wo judge or case so o audio o tapes e kire man for no say he's been compromised no say bra for audio ni tapes ni bra wa ma now say any may issue arrest warrant against you. Now, young contract arrest warrant na Justice Chebafo issued in 2020. If you feel civil rights or fundamental human right has been abused, there are processes that you go through. Constitutional under Article 33, it says that when you feel your fundamental human rights have been abused, you have to go to High Court and make sure you seek for a redress. It will head the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court judges in the year. If it's a fundamental human right, the arrest warrant was not issued in accordance with the law. Where is he supposed to seek a redress? Is it not a High Court? Supreme Court. There are so many cases. Do say versus the Attorney General. So many cases are there. Which says that you cannot wrap the enforcement of your fundamental human right and make it more like a public spirited issue, public interest in a case. Now coincidentally, Otina Honwa, Emma Jomama appointed 7 judges. Now quickly, what the other so set aside. Set the aside. Have a young warrior there, Daddy. Justice Chebafo issue arrest warrant. You ready arrest warrant no? Na you ready the wording of the arrest warrant. Ni yan say arrest warrant is in such a way say the court any person work can say wo ya frasa bra na wo madia police monche no enfamra. As it stands now, the arrest warrant is still effective. It ya hwa kwan ya be fa so a national security for be bo akwa we hu bai. No mo na ko Supreme Court to say omo kwa ma yi sa arrest warrant for arrested. If it's a national security, police, by the time a guy will be free to our hotel, many occasions may be a war. Self ye be a Mahama we in the service. No, see a fan channel. Former Vice President Fio, I want to boy Yakotra, under heavy security. What kind of foolishness? Baby, I can tell at any. Baby, I'm a president. I want to ask second. It's more can tell abuse or to maybe a former president of Mahama we in the service. No, see a fan channel. Under heavy national security, and your mama names a BB channel. Now, Quasiadi will also show. Chelamekayi, na yesha kwan ye be faswa. Say arrest warrant is still effective. Akwa we be free ni fie ho. Akopie eye court wo Supreme Court wo on the 22nd. Ayen arrest no. If say o free sa fie ho, eko court wo. even see you arrest you the arrest warrant to so you don't to no fly a list so so the very moment our landing wa airport immigration is supposed to alert the police. National security is to alert na ye hwe kon on befa so de na copy Supreme Court that means all of you are in contempt of the courts. Mu court nti na mo to di nkwasasem sa abrantie wi oye hwanya kwasia say
I'm sorry, Kevin Taylor warranted that, so it was Cheba 4. Madam Tokonu wanted to move Cheba 4 to the Supreme Court. Court issues warrant for arrest of Kelvin Taylor, Kevin. All because the High Court in Accra has issued a warrant for the arrest of social commentator Kelvin Taylor. Justice Eric Cheba 4, who issued the warrant, said it was based on a vivid video in which Mr. Taylor reportedly made extremely scandalous and contemptuous statement against the court and the whole judicial administration of the country. Or say mekasetia court no, mekasetia the judiciary into a send warrant. Yamechimi fi America to jail or Ghana. This was the same judge, Madam Tokonu, in her final days wanted to move toward the Supreme Court. This is the same judge who basically jailed Ayadie NCA for Bafu Boni. And Bafu Boni, his younger brother, was the man this judge jailed for 16 years. Now you are getting the picture. The whole thing was planned to move some people who didn't deserve where they were to some places. Now do you get the picture? And MPP people were so excited. Oh, Kevin Taylor, Cheba 4 has put Kevin Taylor a warrant on Kevin Taylor. This guy, I came to show Cheba 4 and his girlfriend's picture on my show. A young girl that he was sleeping with. If you don't know Cheba 4, let me show you the face of Cheba 4. I have his picture, him and his girlfriend, the Legon girl, and some other girls. I have some other pictures. This Judge Cheba 4. He said he sent a warrant after me. All because he was working his way to the Supreme Court. But you see, you don't basically destroy people's lives all because you have an ambition. There's nothing wrong you having an ambition, but you need to have the right ambition. You need to have the right ambition. And this is what we have been talking about. But I know sometimes, so in the past, something was created in the hearts of Ghanaians. Don't speak about the judiciary. When a judge sits in court, whatever the judge does, you don't have to even question the judge. So some bad judges, and I'm not saying Cheba was a bad judge, I'm letting you understand, some judges took advantage of that and suppressed the people. In 2012, Judge Cheba 4 in 2012, he was a circuit court in 2012. In 2012, he was a circuit court. He superintended over a cocaine case. He turned into Kokonte. It was this man. 2012, he was a circuit court. He superintended over a cocaine case. That cocaine turned into Kokonte. 2012, go and check Cheba 4's record. Nana Dankwa Akufo came and they moved into the High Court. At a point, he was joining appeal court cases. And then Madam Tokonu said he is ripe to be taken to the Supreme Court, Cheba 4. When he was in law school, 100 students in his class, only first 40, he wasn't part of that class. Yeah, he knows. He was in class with all these lawyers you are seeing. So we need to understand, it is not personal. It is us trying to fix the system and making sure that the right thing is done. We don't hate anybody. We can speak to the judiciary. We can condemn judges when they are not doing the right thing. It does not mean it should affect the judge's work. Because whatever commentary a journalist gives, when a journalist says a judge is being biased, it does not mean that I have infringed on your rights. It is up to you to make sure you do your job. If a journalist believes that some of the utterances and your actions, your body language, it does not really sound well or look good, a journalist has the right to question your body language. Do you guys want us to do lifestyle audit on judges in Ghana? Do you guys want us to do lifestyle audit? The kind of things wealthy people have amassed. When we do lifestyle audit in Ghana, most judges in Ghana will go to jail. Majority will go to jail. But that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about your actions and your conduct in the court. Judges are not supposed to be pleasing politicians. Judges are supposed to be just. Judges are supposed to look at the issue. Judges are supposed to speak and make sure everybody involved in the case is calm, because your decision can destroy lives. Because you don't want somebody to put your brother or your sister or your wife in jail for 16 years whilst you know some things were not done right. Whilst you know maybe the way you sat on the case, something wasn't right. You know deep down. If you decide to do lifestyle audit on Judge Chebafo, do you think Judge Chebafo you survive it? No. You won't survive lifestyle audits. Let us be a little bit, let us lower our ego a little bit. Let us understand people gave us opportunity. Let us respect the law, respect the power we the people we hold. The disrespect to senior judges, all because we are so affiliated to politicians. It is not going to do us any good. Flexing our muscles and making senior judges look like they are kids, all because a politician has made you who you are. Because at the end of the day, who is senior is senior. And this is where we are today.